recording begin. Okay, share my screen, and here we go. All right, today is the 27th of April, 2021. Today is Super Tuesday. Now, today's Super Tuesday for all my TWB members. Please do attend. Because today there's a lot of stuff that I'll be sharing. Definitely you'll love it. I'll be covering KCX again, but this time around I'll explain to you why KCX work and why it doesn't work in terms of factual numbers, all right, in terms of like showing you the chart, and like explain to you why the human psychology is involved when you're trading the KCX, okay? This is very important because you're trading Bitcoin, if you're trading this Ethereum or trading gold, these three of them, this three market, right, you really need to understand so that you will be able to make money. Because people have been telling me, Kel, I used to use KCX, but it doesn't make money for me sometimes. Right, but of course, a lot of people using the KCX to make money, right? So the question is this: why some people actually make money and why some people don't? All right. So later on during Super Tuesday, I will share that with you. Okay. Number two, I told you guys I have prepared a pretty long list of very interesting financial economics data to present it to you only for my students. All right. So you guys have to be online. All right. And of course, like I say, we'll do our regular this Super Tuesday revision. All right. So you guys have any questions, you can ask about the TWB system. You can also, ask me right on the spot. But there's time difference. Okay. Today, the Super Tuesday will start at 3 p.m. I repeat, Super Tuesday will start at 3 p.m. Singapore time because at 2 p.m. I will still have my afternoon MAO, right, to do cryptocurrency. So 2 to 2:30 to 2 to 2:45, I'll do the cryptocurrency. And only at 3 p.m. Singapore time, I will do the Super Tuesday. That means the Super Tuesday will end about 4:30 p.m. Okay, all clear on that? Okay, good. Now, careful. Sudden selling volume has crept into the market. I know that by saying this again, the bulls will get unhappy with me. KL, why are you talking about bear again? The market went up. I understand. But you see, there's a rational reason why I'm saying this, because I saw something that you probably have missed it. So that's why I want to share this with you. And of course, like I always say this, history may not repeat, but it often rhymes. And I just happened when I saw this, I did some research for you. I realized that, right, this happened last year, February. So that's why my job here is to inform you. And at the end of the day, we just take some precautionary measurement. Okay, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just informing you what I saw. And of course, I'm telling you guys just to take some measurement. Okay, all right, let's begin. Right, so there is I'll explain more about this BTC versus gold relationship. And I'll explain to you why the agriculture spot index now is really exploding. And of course, the most important part is this particular slide, whereby it's the sudden massive volume. Out of nowhere, the volume just came out to the market. And that was during trading hours, not after market hours. So that is something that we need to watch out for. So traders, stand by for this, okay? Now, tell me guys, okay, look at this cartoon. Look at this cartoon, all right? Okay, this is a bull enjoying himself, enjoying, all right, enjoying the sea at the beach with the bear. And obviously, the bull is enjoying, the bear is very pissed. You can see all the so-called flies flying around him. All right, what do you see from this picture, this cartoon, right? Let me see what is your take. Come on, everybody. What do you think? What do you think? If this cartoon is given to you, right, what would you say about this cartoon? Let me wait for you guys to type your answer before I continue. Then I'll tell you how this cartoon arrived to this point here. Okay? All right, I'll wait for your answers. If you're driving, please do not participate. Okay? Only if you're not driving, you're able to type, okay, at a convenience, then you type your answer. I'd like to see what you're going to say about this. No, you don't use my caption, okay? Just what you think, your own personal take. When you see this this cartoon, right, what is the first thing come to your mind? Okay, let me just wait for your answers. There are about 60 of you right now, increasing. Right, still waiting for the answer. Probably there was some delay. Okay, still waiting. Okay, am I having some problem with my Okay, first one came from Joseph. Bear is tired and bull still relaxing. Okay, good one, Joseph. Tsunami coming because the sea very calm. Okay. Anthony, very bullish. That was of Richard. Yu Ming, continue to enjoy the ride. The bull is still enjoying. Okay, from Carl. Okay, that's cool. That's good. That's good. This is what I really want. It's want to really see from everybody's perspective. It's always about perspective. How you see and how I see it may not be the same. Example. All right. Okay, let me show you an example of what I mean by when same thing may not have the same result. Okay. Example, let's say that you are here. Okay. Okay, you are here and I'm here. All right, the opposite of you. Okay. All right. So if I put a drawing between us, okay, now what do you see? Now what I see is 6, but what you see is 9. Can you see that? All right, so I see as 6 and you may see as 9. Now, end of the day, we can fight until our next break, but still, end of the day is that this is the same thing, right? In a way, it all depends on where you're seeing it from. So 6 is right, 9 is also right. So it's all about perspective. Okay. So, bull is complacent by Fred. Okay. Indeed, it's right. This cartoon, right? When I searched for this, was just fighting for bear cartoon. Okay. And after that, I saw this. Now, definitely the bear is pissed. Nothing had been done. All right. He had drank many, many beers as a suspect of that. So that's where it is very upset. Okay. Definitely the bears are very upset. And the bulls are very happy, enjoying some mojito or maybe joining some cocktail, enjoying itself, complacent. And this is definitely what the cartoon is trying to display is calm or no problem, everything looks good. So the thing is this, as long as the market continue to ride, what we are seeing right now, the calm will still be there, the bulls will be happy. That is something that you guys must understand. All right, the bears at the moment now is being shut off. Right, the bears are being shut off. They are not able to do anything here. Okay, so that's whereby this is the calm, right? That what I'm saying. Now, financial market, right? If there's calm, all right, that means it's only one single direction. But when things get too calm, all right, usually something else will likely happen. All right, so this is not 100%. As I say, history doesn't always repeat, but it just often rhymes. So the point I'm trying to explain here itself that from this cartoon is that, right, this calm has come to the point that, well, every day seems to be okay, right? From the perspective of people, is there because every day the stock market goes higher, every day the Nasdaq go higher, so there's nothing wrong. But if you look at the chart from the TWB point of view, all right, there's something that's actually happening. So later on, when I talk about the Dow, okay, when I talk about the Dow, all right, please please listen to me, and I'll share with you the technical aspect of this, and you will know my point pretty soon. Okay, so this one is something that I want to share with you. All right, I don't know is it storm, I don't know whether it's peace, but I'm just telling you that be very careful, prepare. All right, prepare. Because end of the day is this, all right? Okay, you need to prepare your so-called North Arc standby so that, right, when the thing comes, shall the storm do come, you're protected. Now, end of the day is this, when you're building this arc, all right, people will laugh at you. People tell you that, hey, you know what? The storm will never come. Why you worry? All right, and after days and days and days, all right, if you're doing it itself, right, even as the days go towards that day, all right, people will tell you, say, come on, man, you're being silly here yourself. There's no such thing. But when the day really comes, when the storm really comes in, all right, obviously the one that we save will be the person who did to do the preparation work. Okay, so that's my point. So from now till then, people will laugh at you. But for us itself, right, since we're in this TWB family and we leave no one behind, I would like to take this opportunity to just inform you. Okay, just taking the precautionary note. Okay, are we clear with that? Okay, if all clear yourself, right? Please key the word clear. CLEAR. All right, that means that you understand what am I trying to explain to you. I'm not telling you there's a market will crash. I'm just informing you to take precautionary measurement. Okay, just build it up. Okay, all right. Whether storm comes or don't come, it doesn't really matter. Okay, clear? Kelly, lower since March. Let me take a check. I don't think so. Yesterday, based on what I'm saying, I don't think so. The VIX is higher yesterday. Yeah, I think I have the chart. I can't remember already. Okay, let me get back to you on this. Okay. All right. Good, guys. Good. Huh? Okay, you guys are very clear and you guys understand what I'm trying to explain here. Good. There's 70 of you now, right now. Good. Let's continue. Okay. So life is 10% what happens and 90% of how you react to it. I think this is totally correct for today's segment. Now, many times people keep on saying that, right? Okay, we are unlucky, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. But if you actually really sit down and reflect, there are many things that we could have done in preparation towards it. All right. Right. Example, like some financial failures, you could have do something else before this thing happened. Relationship failure, you could have do something to get this thing run properly and stuff like that. So there's always a reason for everything. All right. To me, that's how it is. So how you react on it, right, is also very, very critical. All right. If you're taking if there's opportunity knocking on your door, but you don't see it as an opportunity, you think that this could be a problem, it could be a scam, it could be a bad thing to you, then of course it will never happen. A lot of time itself, all the very the successful people, right? They always really given the opportunity and they grab on it. But at the same time itself, right? Some people just don't. I'll give you an example. The one on the highlight story is when Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates, he basically went to some of his friends to actually get some funds to start Microsoft, right? Only Paul Allen came forward and accepted that. But what happened was the strength of the other friends rejected. And obviously, what happened now? Paul Allen is a billionaire with Bill Gates. So this is how I see things, all right? When opportunity comes and knock on your door, right? As long as it's a good one, please try to go for it, okay? That is my personal take for this morning. Okay, so today, 8:30 to 9:45 with the morning MAO. I will just say this a few more times and I will stop. But today is Super Tuesday. I need to remind you, at 2 p.m. to 2:30, I will still do my afternoon MAO. And the Super Tuesday will only start at 3 p.m. Singapore time. So if you want to hear what I need to share with you, right, then come in at 3 p.m. If you don't mind listening to me on cryptocurrency and a quick update on the markets, you come at 2 p.m. All right. Now for office is open, and don't forget today we have our simulation, right, at 7 p.m. Right, office is open for those who have signed up for the simulation. Okay. So you don't need to bring your laptop. You just bring down a pen, a writing material, a writing pen. I think that'll be good enough, okay? And the rest, we take care of it. All right, we have prepared some very light refreshment for all of you, because you guys come down, right, to learn. So obviously, we do something back for you, okay? All right, so that is what we have for today. Now, yesterday we have a pretty good, decent sharing session. Right? Yesterday was the first time Susan handling this. Okay, first time. Okay, so you guys, if let's say we didn't do that well, please understand this is the first time we're doing this. We apologize if we are not that good yet, but I think very clearly cryptocurrency is also very new to a lot of people. We are doing our best, okay? So I think Susan did a reasonable job. If you think Susan did a good job herself or reasonable job, right, please give Susan a thumbs up, okay? I think that is something very good for her. It'll be like, a sort of form of appreciation. Now, the thing is this, I like this opportunity to understand that, right? It's not that we don't get some expert in. It's just that we did try to invite, but unfortunately, just couldn't make the timing. All right. So no choice itself, right? We only going to be concentrating on how to set up your Binance account. I think that's the most important thing. And those who attended yesterday, you'll be able to access now to our e-learning portal. That one already, Winston, all right, Winston has already did a good job to do a few videos for you guys already. So later on, if not, I'm not too sure whether Susan has passed it to you guys, the login details, but no worry, she'll PM you on the site later. All right, people who are attending this cryptocurrency introduction, right? You'll get to log in to watch the few videos that we have prepared for you. All right. Okay. So that's something that I want to share with you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So before we start this morning, once again, I need you to understand this. You need to give me a disclaimer and you'll understand what is mentioned above. All right. I'll wait for 5 seconds. If you're able to, you accepted the above and identify me. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, by calling 5 seconds means that you have already accepted this and we can go on. All right, cool. Let's continue. Thank you, Brian. You're one of the people who went down yesterday. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Now, let's just talk about Tesla first. Okay, Tesla posts record net income of $438 million. That's a very good number. And the revenue surges by 74%. Wow, that was fantastic. So everything looks good. Okay, everything looks good. All right. And apparently, CEO Elon Musk says that the next version, Model S7, will be delivered starting in May 2021. That's this month, right? Next one, right? And Model X delivery will begin in the third quarter of the year. So everything looks fantastic, right? That's a very big number. But the problem is the stock actually plunged by 2%, right, after news. Now, what is the problem here then? It's a very good number, right? That is where, if you actually do a bit of CSI, you will know that there's a problem. Let me explain this to you. Now, first of all, the earnings is good because of the total net earnings divided by the shares available. That's why you have a 93 cents per share. But the problem is, okay, the problem is about 518 million of it came from sales of regulatory credits. I repeat, 518 million came from the regulatory credits. Now, this is actually like a little bit like, you know, how Singapore COE, right? A little bit something like that. Okay, to make it simple to understand. So that means that, right, you're talking about 438 million in terms of revenue, and 518 came from that. Now, this is actually almost like no brainer, but it's just extra like a bit of like information or what they call a license to actually, you know, get involved. So that means that, right, this is the one that really, you know, showcase the result. I mean, showcase the earnings. Okay. And also 101 million came from the sales of Bitcoin during the when they bought it at a lower price and they sold it, right? So total is for 600 million. But end of the day is that they are reporting 438. So somewhere is wrong, right? Apparently, somewhere is wrong, right? Yeah, indeed. And of course, the energy revenue declined by from 787 million to 595. Okay. And also, okay, also because of the sale of their digital assets. You can see that 272 million was sold. So the question comes in here, okay, why then? Because apparently in Tesla report, right, they did not project what is going to happen for next year. Number two, their ongoing concern that, right, the number of cars that they have done up is 180,000 cars, okay, which is pretty good because it's like almost double of last year. But this year they didn't project. So which means that right now, right, they only show you this 180,000, but they don't tell you what will happen next. So of course you say maybe Elon Musk has something up his sleeve and going to give you more. But on the flip side itself, right, if because you don't give the numbers, right, people are asking, is it the highest number you can go right now? So that is the problem that is showing pretty clear. So let's bring the chart in, shall we? Okay, so let's bring in the Tesla chart right now. Take a look, everybody. Now, this is Tesla's chart. Do you see something here that's not very comforting? You can see that for Tesla shares, okay, it have been still reasonable, going upwards, right, in a way, because it's before towards the earnings, right? But look at the KSI. The KSI doesn't really tell me the same thing. Something tells me that, right, there is some selling at the moment. So that's why I suspect that Tesla later on should be coming back down again, which there is a artificial support around this area here, about 700 level or 705. So maybe that will be a better level to buy Tesla if you are a Tesla fan. All right. So in terms of resistance, there's a resistance about 747 right now. Okay. So all I can say is this: Tesla, it has to be supported at 705, and the upside might be resisted at 747. Okay, that is what I'm seeing for Tesla. All right. For the long haul, all right, you can see that, right, Tesla shares have rebounded from recent low, okay, because Nasdaq had went up, right? But if you put Nasdaq side by side, you put Nasdaq, look at Nasdaq. This is Nasdaq chart. You can see that Nasdaq has came down. That's why Tesla came off. But Nasdaq has climbed above the previous high. But you look at Tesla, it didn't really. In fact, it's still at the midpoint here. So what I'm trying to explain is this: if there's going to be any pullback on the Nasdaq, then obviously, right, this Tesla might be coming back down again. So to me, I'm not that comfortable with buying Tesla at this moment right now. I suspect that Tesla, if the index like Nasdaq come off, Tesla will be one of the first to go down faster. Okay, that's my personal opinion. Let's see how it goes later on. Hey, why do you say that, Yu Ming? Why ready for Bitcoin? What's the reason for that? Okay, let me know your answer, your reason for that. Now, I know that India is very far away, but I believe that all of us have friends who are from this country, I mean, who are indirectly or previously ancestor from this country, India, right? I'm quite sure itself, right? Some of the student here is from, you are from India directly, or you actually, your fathers are from India and stuff like that, right? So what I'm very concerned is this actually now it's very scary. Apparently, the fifth straight day now of 350,000 cases. All right, this is really very scary, and still most of the numbers are unaccounted as undercounted because there's so much thing happening right now. All right, America is coming in to save now, but I don't know whether it's in time. Yeah, look at it. This is how crazy can it be. All right, in just a few weeks, right? Look at the way it exploded. Look at it. How scary is this? Okay, very, very, very scary. So that's why people, you need to be very, very careful on this. And of course, some of the pictures that I collected itself, right, it looks terrible, very, very disheartening for Monday, for Tuesday morning. But you can see that how fortunate we are in Singapore. So please, guys, appreciate what your government is doing, and put on your mask. All right, seriously, we do not want to have any problem. We want to just every day happy. Have your family members beside you. That is most important because you really don't know what life is in store for you. Okay, so appreciate life, appreciate your family every single day. That is how what am I trying to show you here. It's not the negative stuff, but in fact, it asks you to appreciate life. Now, Bitcoin obviously yesterday has recovered 10%. Now, I told you guys already, right, on Saturday, when I told you that Bitcoin will be going up. Yeah, Saturday when we were talking about the to the people who are doing the social trading network. We mentioned that, right, Bitcoin will come up. Right, people have been saying that Bitcoin will crash, but I say no, Bitcoin will be going up soon once the market has found a base. And apparently, right, Bitcoin came down to about $47,000, and then within the same day climbs up by 10%. Okay, so the thing is this, all right. Many people are saying that the Bitcoin is, it's coming off a little bit because of there was a problem of a capital gain and stuff like that. Well, not really. All right, you must understand that, right? We still have Coinbase, the largest digital currency exchange in America, and went listed recently. And PayPal has also launched new features to trade crypto, and of course, JP Morgan has also actively offering Bitcoin fund to private wealth client. But of course, this one got a bit of a twist at the end. This is a move that jar with the this what they call Jamie Dimon. All right, says that, right. He actually don't really think that the Bitcoin will have some future. So basically, it's like both sides of the coin. So end of the day, JP Morgan declined to comment. All right, but my point is this. Okay, my point is this. This Bitcoin has recovered. All right, so we talk about Bitcoin later at 2 p.m. Let me let you know what's my technical view and where are my concerns for this round. Okay. Cynthia say not asking China for help. Politics more important than human. Well, yeah, indeed, it makes sense. I mean, of course, India will not ask China for help, which one we are very clear. Recent last year they had the clash, so it makes a lot of sense that they will not get that. They will rather find someone else, and obviously, the Americans are there to try to help them. Okay, but of course, I believe every help comes with a price. That's how I always tell you this. Okay, so what happened is that we have saw the reports, all right, and obviously the earnings that came out. So for today, we have more to go. We have a lot more to go. Google, Caterpillar, Visa, AMD, right? There's more to go. So watch out for that. This is that. Okay, but the more important thing is tomorrow. That is the FOMC result. Today they start their meeting. So tomorrow another day. Then of course on the Thursday early morning, that is where we receive the news. All right. So let's see. But of course, we know that Jerome Powell likely will be saying the same thing. There shouldn't have any much changes unless he says something that will shock the world. Then of course that will really shock all analysts. All right. I don't think so, but let's watch. Okay. All right, so look, the Dow Jones yesterday, Dow Jones was up initially, but then after that, it fizzled off and came all the way down, went below opening price of the day, and towards the last an hour, this is what really happened. This is the one that really I will explain more in the last two slides later. You can see that what happened right here. Okay, it was okay, recovering a little bit. Then suddenly there was some selling. Right, and brought the market down by 100 to 150 points. Okay, of course, the bargain hunter came in to buy towards the end, but still, this sudden movement, right, is something that I don't really like. I don't like sudden movement, and I know that, right, whenever there's a sudden movement, right, you need to be very careful. Okay. All right, so S&P 500 rises slightly to all-time high ahead of the big earnings, and Nasdaq hits a new record high, as I mentioned earlier. So basically, this is going to be the one of the busiest week for the first quarter earnings season. Obviously, there's a lot of counters will be having their earnings result, and of course, the thing is this: at the last part was there was some selling, and it was done by P&G, Walmart, and Coca-Cola. Now, these three are actually very big companies, right? And they're actually doing a lot of this. They are all the epicenter stock. So I'm quite surprised to see the three of them actually being sold off. So normally, the people who can sell off these three counters, you should know, is not the small little retailers, are mostly the funds. So the question is this: with the economy is recovering and economy is what do you call it, reopening, right? So why are they selling this three? And especially Coca-Cola, who just came out result. So is it because that the news came out, they sell on top of on just to capitalize the upside? Well, it is possible, but I just have my question mark everywhere. Okay. All right, because consumer staple sector was the biggest loser, falling by 1%. So the question is this: why? I mean, this is the very wrong time to sell, right? Now, what is going to be crazy is the commodity prices now. Oh my God. Corn futures hit its highest level in more than 7 years, while copper climbed to its highest level in nearly a decade. In fact, a lot of commodities is at the high right now. So if all these highs are there, the question is this: that means that the cost is expensive, right? So this cost will definitely come down to the consumer eventually. So this is whereby we need to be very careful, because this is where we have seen before. When inflation is at a high level or the absolute high level, right, that is usually one of the telltale signs, right? If you just recall back again in 1997, we saw that happen in the Asia financial crisis. In 2008 itself, right, in the property crisis, right, where Lehman Brothers was involved, the inflation numbers was also at the high. So the question is this: now the inflation is also again at a high level. Then what will happen next? That is why I'm sharing this with you. But of course, most of the analysts are saying that the market breadth is still very strong and there will be more upside. So that's why I cannot, going to fight with them. And do note, the Federal Reserve is going to have their meeting, I told you, right? So expecting to no action. And they are expecting to defend their policy to let inflation run hot. So that is the thing here. Likely, Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell will tell you that 2% is nothing. You're going to let it happen. And then after that, we still make sure we do something towards it. And obviously, the way to do it is just buy more bonds to press down the yield. This is what we all know, and this is expected from them. But again, how much more can you do this? I will leave that alone. Okay. All right. So that is what happened on the US market. And of course, at the moment now, most of the data are pretty positive. All right, they are pretty positive. They're looking at that all the other companies like Boeing, AMX, right, all should be doing well. And of course, right, the most likely Biden will definitely get his tax hike done. And that is whereby traders who basically took buy recently because they think that, right, there'll be some pullback on the numbers. Well, this is going to be interesting. If the numbers really remain at 40%, then of course, people get jitter and say, maybe what, let's take some profit off the table. This is actually very, very possible. All right. Okay, so let's us now look at the Dow Jones, and that's where I need to explain certain time view. Okay, guys, this is the yellow, this is the red, this is the yellow, this is the red, this is the yellow, this is the red. So likely we're going to see yellow today, right? Is that so? Well, this is a very long extended zebra formation, right? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged. Okay, it's a 5-legged. So what does it tell me? Well, basically it tells me that the market has been trying to buy over the last few days. So likely we're going to see further upside, okay, because of the KSI and the consolidation that is actually functioning. But on the flip note, if the market had been consolidating for so many days, all right, trying to go up, go down, go up, go down, and the KSI show you that the boys have been buying, then what if the market comes down? Now, if the market really, really came down, then of course we may have a little bit of problem. Okay, now yesterday was a inverse pivot, but the market couldn't draw because the buying and selling is so strong on both sides. So the Dow never go up or not go down. In fact, it's pretty sideways yesterday. All right, so yesterday Dow was quite tough to trade. So you can see throughout the whole day, okay, nothing had really moved much, okay. The market, the Dow, initially opening price was here. It went down, okay, and then after that, there's nothing trigger and been sideways throughout the whole entire day. Well, it did try to touch OP and do a CCRY, but even the CCRY, right, it didn't even hit 1 KTR. Yeah, the market did not hit KTR at all. And after that, came off. And when it came off, right, as I mentioned to you, it also never go down to KTR -1. So yesterday was one of the days whereby the market really have no direction. So I did mention to you guys before the FOMC, usually the market will be directionless. All right, so which means that after FOMC, the market will likely pick one choice. It's either going to up by 500 points or down by 500 points. So traders, you will need to watch out for this, okay? You need to watch out for this and see whether or not which direction the Dow could be going, okay? All right. So let me ask you guys on this. How many of you think that the Dow, after it consolidated, when it's done with that, the Dow will be up by 500 points? Okay, if you tell me it will be, can you key the word up 500 points? If you think no, the Dow will actually pull back 500 points, please key the word, the number minus 500. So people who think that the Dow will be up by 500 points after this consolidation, please key plus 500. For people who think that nope, the Dow is going to go down after this consolidation, please key the number minus 500. Let me see how's a bull and bear sentiment today. All right, Angela say up 500. Immediately, Colin responded with a minus 500. Jerry minus 500. Adrian plus 500. Flat again. Jimmy minus 500. Liu is minus 500. Fred also minus 500. Ellison up 500. Carl minus 500. Arun up 500. Richard 500 up. Philip minus 500. Lian up by 500. Yuming 500. Ching Kui also 500. Kelly up 500. Anthony 500. And Kenneth Yo minus and Eileen minus. So basically, it seems to be a little bit more towards a positive 500. A little bit more, all right? Okay, Eric plus 5. Azar plus 250. Okay, Azar always have to be different again. Okay, all right. So this is just a try and see the sentiment of all traders. So then you realize this, no matter how it's up, right, trading is very interesting one. End of the day, there will always be positive camp, there will always be negative camp. So this is very, very normal. So don't be beat up over it. If you're, if you're bullish, the market goes down, it's just because of the reason or maybe some fundamental. In the market, you see you're bearish, but the market goes up, it's again by the fundamental. So you just have to take note of that. There's no right, no wrong in anything else, but end of the day, the result will display probably in your bank account, right? So that's why you just need to prepare yourself, okay? Prepare yourself, okay? All right, so I finished this area. So let us now go right into our technical analysis for this morning. There we go. All right. So you can see that the MA30 now is getting closer and closer to the market because I told you guys the last 6-7 days, the market have been consolidating but pressing downwards. Okay. So what does it tell me? It tells me that, right, the MA will be we will touch the MA very, very soon. And that is going to be a very important pivotal point. Because if the market touches the MA and if history tells us anything, whenever the market touches the MA30, we're going to see something there going to happen. Two things will happen. Number one, the market could be a touch and go, meaning touch and rally. Okay, that is the one that most of us are looking at that to happen. Okay. Number two, the market will go down first. Okay, initially, then recovers and go new high. Okay, that's another way to look at it. The third one, which is the one that is the scary one, is that the market goes down below MA30 and continue to go down all the way until it hits the MA200. Okay, so now we have three scenarios. Okay, three scenarios. One is touch the MA30, rebound from that moment instantly, A. Second one is it goes down to MA30, close below MA30, stabilize below MA30, then later go up to new all-time high. That's scenario B. The third scenario, which is C, is that the market breaks below MA30, crash down all the way to the MA200. That is scenario C. So please key your answer right now. A, B, or C. Okay, let me see what is your answer, everybody. Okay, Colin gave a C instantly. How about the rest? All right, so Alison B, Fred C, Adrian B, Richard also C, Carl B, Louis C, Eugene C, Jerry B, Philip C. Oh, Kenneth also C, right? Oh, okay. So am I getting it correctly now? Earlier itself, majority of you actually are more to the buy side. Okay, but now you're saying that you guys are actually looking more to C. Okay, so okay, all right. C means all the way come down. Huh? Okay, so I don't know what is gonna happen, but I can tell you this now. I show it to you guys slowly today. Okay, I have time for you. Right, MLP is there lah. Today MLP is 34,000 level, right? 34,000. So look at that. Now I'm gonna just make the chart a little bit smaller so we can find and find it over there. Okay, so what you see is that you see white, black, white, black, white, black this area, right? Okay. Now, if you look through my screen and I look for it for consolidation with a black, white, black, white, black, white candle, all right, you can see that I'm scanning right now to find that. Okay, when I say consolidation, not this is a trend down, so not counted. I'm looking for consolidation. Okay, consolidation, something like this. Okay, can you see that? Okay. Then after that, looks for it again, consolidation. That is the black, white candles. Well, forcefully here, forcefully. And then black, white. Here we go. There's another one here. All right, so you can see that right from here, it tells you that majority of the time when you see a consolidation that is near the MA30, can you see that? All right, the way and how it closed is very critical. All right, which means like this. If it basically goes down, test the MA30, but after the consolidation is done, it will go to new high. Can you see that? So it does tells us that, you know, the upside potential is there. There's also the downside one, which is the thing coming down. After it consolidated, all right, but the market stayed below the MA30, then there was a pullback, all right, a pullback of size, okay, about 1,005 to 2,000 point. And then after that, when this actually really happened, and if the market can consolidate and stay, can bounce off at the MA200, usually the market will go for a new high, right? So if you ask me itself, right, and if let's say I have to really take this as a choice, then I will say that, right, when the market breaks the MA30, right, watch out for the potential. It may hover and go for up recover. And if that happens, you have many days of upside. Again, this one must take note. But if the market really this time around for some reason close below the MA30, then I will tell myself to watch out the MA200 very closely. All right. I will tell myself, right, MA200 is very important. I better watch out for that. Okay, so I will do that. Okay, I will just do that and make sure that I get this done properly. All right, so got an idea now? All right, so this is something that I want to share with you guys regarding about this. So MA30 is now at 31,000. So we are still very far away. It goes down to 33,900. We're talking about almost 3,000 points away. So I don't really think this will really happen unless the market bridges the MA30 marker. Okay, so traders, I think that MA30 marker, 33,700 should be the level to watch this today, at least today or tomorrow. Okay. So about 33,700. Now we are 33,984. So you're pretty far away. So no need to worry on that. But of course, as I mentioned to you, that's how the consolidation is. Okay. All right. So that is the Dow Jones for you to take note. Colin just said seasonal pattern May is always down. Not really, Colin. In fact, there are actually last year May is up. You see, last year May, take a look. Last year, May, if you May and go away, you miss one big bull run. No? Last year, May, initially, it go down first. Last year, May, can you see that? Last year, May, it came down first. Yeah, just for like probably 1,000 point. Then after that, whoa, you see that it rally all the way. So if you actually sell in May and go away, you will miss the entire run until here. So that's why not really true. You really, this is our seasonal pattern. It's really not really applicable. Last time it's because people can, really can't travel much. They actually need to go to somewhere else to relax themselves. But nowadays, there's so much aircon running around. Okay, Hang Seng can open in about 30 seconds time. Hang Seng, quick one first. Hang Seng yesterday pulled down because China A50 came out, right? And I mentioned to you, China A50 should be coming down. And now we can see China A50 going to gap up a bit. So Hang Seng should gap up a little bit. But yesterday, China A50 is a black hawk down. So I suspect today may see some selling, all right? So Hang Seng will open pretty soon. Let's look at Hang Seng right now. We are a few more seconds away from Hang Seng opening price. Let's take a look. Hang Seng Hang Seng opened flat this morning. All right, oops, has turned a bit of red right now. Now, Hang Seng today is below P2. Okay, I repeat, Hang Seng today is below P2. So be very careful. Below OP, below P2 is never a good sign for buyers. But then the KSI is green. So I'm going to say up front, likely Hang Seng will come down KTR -1 to KTR -3. Look out for CCRY for people who wish to buy. Right, for short sellers, if you are shorting below OP, below P2, also when the market hit KTR -1 to -3, if you happen to bump into any CCRY, my thing for you is just to buy back some position, okay? You do not want to fight the market when the KSI is green. But of course, today now, in terms of technical point, is below P2, right? So likely there will be some selling. So if you want to give the answer today, maybe this price 28,708. This level was the KCB, right? This is the KCB 2 days ago. So likely the market will be going there. In fact, it's a chocolate bar because it's not being used before, right? So it's a chocolate bar at 28,708 level. So we just take a quick check on the China A50. China A50, now we can see that, right, it's actually pretty flat at the opening price. So for China A50, if let's say it still stay low below the MA30 is over here. The MA30 is somewhere here about 17,150 and MA200 is about 17,400. So, and the MLP is somewhere around here. So which means that, right, overall, it doesn't look very good. So likely we might see some profit taking coming down. Now, yesterday was the day before was Friday, was a very strong closing, right? So it's quite interesting to see the market actually came off yesterday for the China A50. Now, this is not a very good sign. Let me explain this to you, right? In the PTP, we also teach students this. When the market closed near the high, all right, when the market closed near the high, and the next day, if the market do a black hawk down, right, usually there will be further selling. Can you see that? So this is what we call as the PTP ROC technique. So when this actually happened, right, if the market stays below OP, the market may really come back down to here. And that is about 16,450 mark. So now where we are now is about 17,100. So what I explain is that, right, the market has to stay above OP, like in short. If the market cannot stay above OP, then there might be some selling in the market. Okay, so watch out for this 16,450. All right, this is the long haul for the market. All right, at the moment now, I think Hong Kong has just recovered a little bit. Let's take a look at Hong Kong right now. Sorry, China A50, sorry. Sorry, Hong Kong, sorry, I'm getting a bit confused. Yeah, Hong Kong now has recovered a little bit, okay? Hong Kong has now recovered above the opening price. That's why I say KSI green is very, very important. Wow, look at the 5-minute chart, really, it smashed up and down both sides, okay? So today, I don't think I'm not that keen to trade Hang Seng unless it stay below OP. But if it stay below OP, then I will definitely just aim for the nearest, KTR because the KSI is green in color. Okay, all right, so you got an idea now? Okay, good. All right, so let's go back to the Dow Jones. I missed out, sorry. Okay, day chart is done already. I inform you my personal take on the Dow. Weekly chart wise, it's not very nice because you can see that the weekly chart has, in a way, now currently is trading below the opening price of the weekly opening. So if the market do pull back, right, I suspect that the first support is about 33,560, about 600 level. If there's going to be another week of another black candle, then normally the third and fourth week we may see further selling. So this week is critical. All right, I repeat, this week is critical. If the market closes another black candle for this week, then likely next week we will see some selling. Okay. All right. Let's look at our Dow for today. Hang Seng is trying to fight around. Okay, for today's Dow, let's take a look at the day chart first. Okay, today's Dow is another CCYR, and the crazy part is the TSCV. Now look at the TSCV, guys. Really incredible, man. I mentioned that there's a TSCV level at 33,810, right? That is what I've been telling you. I've been saying this for the last 4 days, okay? All right, so the thing is this, watch out for this level. If the market do pull back, 33,810 will be the level to watch out for, okay? Because have been tested and supported for 3 days to 4 days in a row already. Now the KSI is green in color, so definitely, right, with the market opening price pretty near at the pivot 1 level to this another inverse pivot. Oh my God. So what does it mean? That means that, right, the market, if it climbs above the pivot 1, who knows, the Dow may go to all-time high. But on the flip note, if the Dow basically stays below OP and below pivot 2, pivot 1 in this case, the selling will bring back down to, I believe, is 33,810. Okay, so this will be a very incredible and important support level to watch out for today. Okay, so Dow traders, watch out for 33,810. If the market do a color change at that period of time, you may look out for buying opportunity. Okay, so this is something that you need to think out for Dow Jones. Okay. Now for the Nasdaq, I told you guys Nasdaq will still have to go up because it's really very clear. The upside is clear. The strength is there. And of course, the MA30 is basically chasing after it. Okay. So now for MLP for today, Nasdaq is somewhere around here. And that is about 13,985 level. Now the Nasdaq is just points away from the all-time high level. So would there be a possibility for the Nasdaq to touch this point, the all-time high? It's very possible. All right, so watch out for that. Unless the Nasdaq pulls below the MLP, then maybe this could be the one, the latest all-time high. And do note there's an MA30 here. Now for Nasdaq, the Nasdaq, right, most of the time when that happens, when it touches the MA30, right, usually there will be some initial knee-jerk selling first, okay? There's some knee-jerk selling. So not really to see as a support, but more like it comes down, it will test it, then maybe after find some reason to buy again, and then we can see this, okay? This is the longer haul of how I see it when it comes to Nasdaq with MA30. Okay? All right, so that is how I see for Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq, let's take a look right now. The Nasdaq chart today is in between the two pivots, the KSI green, but do note KSI green is a KSI jump. So which means that the Nasdaq should be able to go higher. The Nasdaq should be able to go higher. So traders, do watch out for this, okay? All right, so that is the sharing. Let's look at Hong Kong. Again, Hong Kong is just pretty flat at opening price. Don't forget, we have the FOMC meeting tomorrow. That's why the market to be flat is quite kind of expected, okay? Okay, so that is that. Sorry, I forgot my DAX as usual. Okay, for DAX, okay. Now, DAX, if you see carefully, DAX have almost touches the MA30 yesterday, but then again, it's strongly supported. So MLP wise itself, the day before, sorry. MLP wise, so it's gonna have it touches MLP of the day before and rebounded. So today is another doji day, very strong, very, very tight doji day with a BNB high-low as a gauge. So again, my point is this: if there's going to be any selling in the market, right, it has to breach the MA30, right? The MA30 is so powerful that every time the market comes there, it will act like a form of a guidance to make sure the price go higher. So which means that as long as the market stays above the MA30, there's no concern for this DAX. If the market do go below MA30, then of course the concern must be your product and you must be careful. The downside could bring it down to cover away all these chocolate bars that have not been used before. So there is a small possibility, very small, for the market to drop down to 14,600 areas, okay? If the market do fail to stay above the MA30. Okay, guys. Hope you guys are still following me. All right. There's nothing much have happened. Hang Seng is pretty flat. Dow also not really doing much. So I think today going to be a very slow day. So it's good for us to do some revision later on Super Tuesday. Right. So guys, please be around for Super Tuesday later on. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. There we go. All right. So that is all for the index side. Okay. Let's look at the gold market, shall we? Now, gold. Now, gold yesterday tried to go up, hit 1782 in the spot market, and then after that, it basically fell off towards the end. But of course, there was some buying in the last 1 hour. So in short, it was pretty sideways. So there are three from Keep Cole. I just find for you. All right. Some of them are saying that, right, the ex-JP Morgan MD says that we're sitting on the economic cliff. So because of that itself, right, gold will shoot to 2000. The other one says that, right, because it's FOMC, if let's say FOMC, Federal Reserve say, you know what, let's maintain inflation, then of course the dollar will strengthen, gold will come down. So some will say that, no, maybe gold and silver just pause for FOMC. So basically they covered themselves very well, got negative, got positive, got flat. Okay, guys, let me ask you this, okay? Let's just try this. How many of you can tell me, right, what is your forecast of gold by the 1st of July? Meaning by 1st of July, which is like 2 months from today, right? What do you think gold, the highest level gold will be by 1st of July 2021, right? Can I have your numbers, please? All right, those who participate itself, right? Okay, if your number is going to be $5 from the highest point by the time of by the 1st of July 2021. That means today, from now until 1st of July, your prediction on gold. And if your number is plus minus $5 from now till that day, right, I will give you a big reward, okay? All right, something that you like it, right? So let's take a look, right? How many of you can give me an answer now? It's going to be recorded anyway, so you know who say what. So Fred is 1866, Liu is 1900, Cynthia is 1900, Eugene 1878, Anthony 1850, Angela 1845, Yuming 1914. Okay, how about the rest? Anybody else? Remember it is Adrian 1988, Allison 1888. Okay, all right. So that means all right, example takes as if Allison example. If Allison say 1888 and the high is 1893, Allison will win. Okay, but if I say if the thing is this, by end of the day you are all wrong, okay, then we will snowball this gift. Okay, we snowball this gift. All right, so Carl is 1955, Brian 1861, Han Yu 1950, Michael 1925, Kenneth 1880, Low 1868, Tan 1800, or 1800, okay. Jerry 1866, two of them ready, 1840, Jimmy and Ethan 1950, Philip 180, Kelly 1868. Oh. Alon is 1901. Okay. 1950. Wilson Arthur 1980. Wow. Okay. Thank you guys. You can keep on sending the thing. I'll just make sure that I will come back to that. So don't worry about that. As long as you put a number in before the MAO finish today. That means that you can still put a number for those who come in late. All right. You can still put your number by today, tonight, 2359 hour. That will be the cutoff time. Okay. So whoever basically got it right, okay, you get it. If let's say now, if some of you have same number, right? What if the three of you all get the same number? Then how? All right, then we will reward all three of them. Example, right? Of course, the price gets smaller. That's all. The price cannot multiply, but gets smaller. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you guys for your contribution. Wow, so many of you contributing. No wonder. Okay, you guys are actually hearing me out. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so what happened to gold yesterday, right? Gold was pretty clear. Yesterday was pretty outright. Your market opening price was within the two pivot, right? So KSI was green in color. So above OP is a buy, below OP is a sell. But because the KSI is green, the market should be favoring towards the buy. So if the market comes down to KTR -1 to -3, any CCRY will be a good time to look for buy, right? So this is very, very clear. And what do we saw? Incredible, guys. This is what I mean by our technical analysis, okay? Above OP, CCRY, if you buy, you go to KTR +1. You see that? Perfect. Perfect. The market hit KTR +1, stop there perfectly, and then come down. Oh my God, serious. This is a real powerful indicator. Then I told you guys, if the market do come down and if you touch the KTR -1 and come to the CCRY, you must buy, and did go went up again. So don't you find that our system is really very incredible? We already know what to do before the market even start, and all we need to do is just go in and wait to do what we're supposed to do. Don't you agree, right? So yesterday, yeah, indeed, Bridget, she basically traded the KCX 3 times. Can you see that? So CCRY, KCX first, KCX, then after CCRY, makes money. KCX, CCRY, makes money. KCX, CCRY, makes money. So you can see that, right? For 3 times, you use a KCX, you actually make money. So don't you realize that, right? Normally, if the KCX is in the market is in a general uptrend, and the KCX trade is above OP, right? Generally speaking, the trade is going to be positive. So these 3 trades, all 3 of them, okay, 1, 2, and 3, all of them, right, the CCRY, the entry bars are above OP. That's why when it's above OP, right, when you're buying, it's much easier. Okay, pretty cool, right? That is how you can actually make yourself to make more money, right? That's why later on when you do a KCX, right, I'll slip you some very important information. You really need to be around at 3 p.m. Singapore time, we do the KCX, okay? Very, very important, right? If you want to learn KCX, you just have to be around. Okay, so let's look at the market right now. Okay, still nothing much have changed for the Hang Seng, so it's going to be a very long day for today, I suspect. Okay, let's look at gold, shall we? Now, gold has come off, all right? Gold has came off this morning. All right, it's now trading below the MLP. All right, there's some profit taking, I believe. Now, gold MA200 is 1816. The gold MA30 is somewhere near here, and that's about 1756. Now, why is gold coming off? Let me see. Is it got a dollar? Is it going up? Let's take a look right now. Let's do a quick one. Okay, dollar index. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Oh, yeah, indeed. The dollar index has climbed slightly above the 90% mark, all right? You can see that. Now, let's look at the last few days first, last 5 days. Okay. All right, there seems to be some bottoming at 90, 75 level. All right, so it's going to climb up to 91. Now, of course, what happened is this. If let's say FOMC really want to do and allow inflation to continue, right, that means what will happen? All right, the yield will also move up at the same time, and that will cause the dollar to strengthen. And if dollar strengthen, gold should be coming off. That's my point here. Okay, so but again, as I mentioned to you, right, the 23.6 is a very powerful technical point. So this is something to watch out for. So what is this level? It's about 1770. So write it down, my friends, write it down somewhere. Right, 1770 will be a very, very important technical point to watch. Yesterday and the day before, the last 2 trading days, the gold hit 1770 and rebounded. So that means that, right, there is a possibility for gold to test again 1770 later today or tomorrow. And if the market stabilizes at 1770, the gold price should be able to recover once again, 1770. Now, of course, the MA30 of today now is 1756 level, about $14 away. So this is something that I like because you can see that the last time it did this. So I suspect that this time now gold will come down to 1756 again at MA30, and that could be a very good time to look out for buying opportunity. So traders, if you're looking to buy gold, about 1756 level, that will be a good time to look out for gold buying, okay, about 1756. 56 level, okay, around there, okay, around there. All right. So of course, if the market bridges below the MA30, then of course we need to wait for a while already. All right. So at least now we know where's MA30. We watch out for this. And if gold can stabilize at 1756, then it could present itself another great buying opportunity again. Like people like Cynthia, right, Bridget, Josephine, Arun, all these people, you guys also, right, buy gold, you'll be able to make some money out of this. Okay, so watch out for 1756. Now it's a 1777. Okay, so it's about $20 from here. Okay, around there. Okay, so that is the MA, that is the conventional chart. Weekly chart wise itself, you can see that the market is really restricting on the trend line down. So I cannot give a call at the moment, but more likely, right, if the market goes below, then of course you'll be back to square one again. That is the 50% mark, and that's 1762. Okay, 1762. What I just said earlier, somewhere near there. Okay, silver prices also being squeezed down. You can see that there was some recovery yesterday, but end of the day now it's being squeezed down by the triangle that we have. So I suspect that gold come down, silver will be also coming down soon. So that's why I'm not that keen to buy into any commodities, metals commodities right now. Okay, for today, you can see for the day chart, well, apparently the opening price is actually between the two pivot. So above, between the two pivot, right, as long above OP, CCRY will be a buy. So the upside is 1787. But if the market stay below OP, then it will test the first KCB point is 1776, which the market has already effectively touched and rebounded. The next level is 1770, which is actually it's the same number that I said earlier, right? And that's also the KCB level. All right, that one I mentioned. And of course, the next one will be as low as 1763, and that is also a KCB level. So like the three of them, all about $7 difference are about there. So traders, watch out for this: 1776, 1770, and 1763. I got a key for you now. All right, so 1776, 1770, and 1763. Okay, I just key the goal key levels for you guys, so you can use it as a guidance on that. Okay, all right. So all cool. Okay, so I give you already the technical level for gold also already. All right. Okay, so we have finished the gold, DAX, everything. Crude oil, yeah. Sorry, forgot. Correct. Crude oil. Where's my crude oil? Oh dear, I left my crude oil. Forgot again. Okay, never mind. Crude oil, I'll put it later on during Super Tuesday. All right, guys, I come to the end of the part one. We're going to part two, where it's about the alternate market views, and the one that I share with you to watch out for today. Right, if you're willing to stay on to hear me out on the negative side of the market, the bearish side, then you stay on. All right, if you think that you're enough, you're a very positive charge, you want to continue your trading day now, please continue. All right, I'll come back to you in about 10 seconds time. Okay, 10 seconds has went. Okay, I'm back here itself. All right. Now, yesterday when I was sharing with you guys, right, about my strategy, I already told you guys that if you look at it carefully for the longest of time, being a bull will be much better than a bear. Because you must understand, most people are investors mentality, and most people prefer to buy than short. So that's why if you look at it for the long haul, right, over every 10 years, okay, every 10 years, 7 years, the market will be on an uptrend, okay, and about 1.5 years on downtrend, and about 1.5 years on the consolidation trend, okay? So this is something that you must understand, okay? So later on itself, right, later on when I was doing the KCX, right, in the afternoon, I'll explain to you how this 1.5 will actually display in the real world with the KCX. It's going to be very interesting at 3 p.m. today. Now, this is something that you may or may not have noticed. that during March period from last year, dollar index overall has came off, right? But at the same time, Bitcoin actually started its upside. So the question is this: is the Bitcoin being used to take care or hedge against the dollar? This is something very interesting. This is a Bloomberg dollar index. So is the Bitcoin a bet against centralized financial system run by crazy people? It's a bet that the emperor has no clothes. So what I'm trying to say is that, right, the dollar keep on depreciating, right? The people need to buy something to protect themselves. So from the way the chart views in place side by side, right, and it was actually together at one stage, right? This may tell you that, okay, the dollar, if goes up, crypto may have to come down. I repeat, if the dollar really goes up, then crypto may have to come down. So that's the reason why I'm not that confident to tell you that, right, Bitcoin these few days must watch first. Okay, we look at how the Federal Reserve look at it, and then we can have a fairer estimate. Now this is Bitcoin and gold. So you also see that, right, Bitcoin and gold also have this interesting relationship. And I told you guys before, right, when you put gold and Bitcoin side by side and put it as a relationship, right, you do see that the gold and Bitcoin is near the bottoming out period. So which means I suspect that if later on, if the dollar starts to increase itself, right, what happens is Bitcoin will come off, and then that gold will go, will likely go higher, even though the dollar may be the one. Okay, so this one is very interesting. There's three relationship here, and I suspect that, right, gold will be moving higher after the pullback down. Okay, so that's my personal take on gold. Okay, so for me, my goal target at the moment now, right, I think for by this first of July, right. So I think that somewhere between about 1920 baht, 1920. That's my personal take. Okay. All right, now this is the thing that I want to share with you. All right, yesterday everything was okay, nothing happened. This is 1 minute chart, nothing go wrong. Then suddenly, as I say, Procter & Gamble, we have Coca-Cola, Walmart, these three big companies, they start to dump. Now it's not a lot because it's like only 10 points on S&P, but obviously the volume was ridiculous. The volume was so high. Oh my God. So when I see this straight away, I cannot deny this. I remember what happened in February. In February itself, right? Okay, there was sudden spike in volume at end of every day. So is it end of every day? Yes. Volume increase? Yes. 25th of February 2020, we all know that after that something happened, right? And that is the pandemic. All right. So the one that was actually in my mind was the one from CNBC. It said that, right, the stock market experienced a sudden drop around midday with the Dow slumping 388 points from the high to the low. All right. So basically, it's all right. People are saying that, this is just only temporarily, don't need to worry, stuff like that. And then after that, what happened? The market just came off due to the pandemic. So are we actually having same thing? Is it because someone knows something we don't know, or is it because that coincidentally this is actually happening? I really don't know what to make it of this, but I'm just going to tell you guys, nothing happened for a reason. Everybody knows what is happening. So when you have sudden sell-off like this, right, I only want to inform traders that be very careful, right? Please take precautionary note. And you can see that now the agriculture have really went crazy. The prices are really go crazy. We have copper going at a high level. We have this aluminium at a high level. We have even food stuff at high level. So basically, guys, it's all about higher. And this is going to explode because the last time we see something like this, when the commodity prices was really moving at a very fast speed in the 45 degrees angle or even 35 degrees angle, it never ended well. It have never ended well. So this is something that I'm seeing right now. And I believe that something probably may be happening to just, cool the entire market down. Okay, that's my personal take. And that's all for today's MAO. All right, I hope you like the last 10 minutes I just shared with you, especially the volume part. Please be very careful. When things happen, it happens for a reason. All right, that will be all for today's MAO. I hope you like this session. I will see you guys later on at 2 p.m. for the afternoon MAO. I also be actually seeing you guys to talk about the general market again for update. But most important thing is that, right, I will be around at 3 p.m. to basically share with you today's Super Tuesday, very important stuff. All right, that'll be all. Thank you guys once again. Thank you for coming online. See you guys. Bye-bye.